Mirage. Chef's
Now,
kiss. Lots of love. Best map.
Why is it your favorite map?
I don't know. I enjoy it a lot. I would say it's my new Dust 2. A lot of different ways for me. I feel like personally to play it even on the side of even on the T side. We're seeing here, for example, there's going to be a bit of Palace play. We're going to see some people playing in apartments. A lot of like the mid control. We already see smokes coming down over here onto B, but guess what? Spike's not even there. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be prickly to the touch, right? Tourmaline though, still nearby. I do like what Raven's doing though. She's gonna poke up, try to be the main distraction while Tourmaline execute all over A side, right? She is sacrificing herself in the process, but maybe it's the other way around. Jay Lee and everybody else all over side A. It's a meltdown. And Tourmaline, the distraction was the last survivor, and she doesn't last long either. Hot flash again, they just held sight, they didn't overextend.
We talked about this, the cheeky pistol strategy. It was a good fake. It moved some of, initially, right? It was a good fake that Hot Flash moved away from A, sent themselves over to B, but Summer, either she sensed it or they told her, hey, stick around. They have not actually entered sight. And that hesitation, or like either there was just a bit of an off timing there. Hot Flash got the read so quick, they immediately rotated their players back. Sunny managed to hold down the site, and it ended up swinging in their favor.
Opening picks though goes by. Before I can even finish the opening pick statement, it's all down to one. No. Who knows, Sajidine? The same play without the distraction happens again. It was a double push from Palace and below, right? It doesn't work.
It was a very beautiful crossfire on the side of Hot Flash, but with very little utility and guns on the side of Tourmaline here. But we're hoping that, okay, this time around, AK's in hand, a lot of smokes, a lot of flashes for the Hot Flash to hopefully get hit over, and we're going to see a bit of a walk over onto B. I wouldn't be surprised if some mid presence as well is going to happen here, as we already see walking down through that crawl space. But look at how far up into the apartments Summer is playing.
Good timing.
Yeah, good timing. Oh, senses everywhere. Even the pick, though, Rox will get first blood.
I guess good timing too, knowing about the molly, but Jay Lee's in a more hairier spot, right? 2 cross under from underpass. A little bit of action though, but it's not enough to go for the full completion. There it is, Jay Lee good for 1. That's gonna be a good spray down. It's actually spray downs all over side mid. Jundia though, still forced to hide away. She does have the bomb, but Suppy's hiding away. You can hear a car honking outside. They want this round to be over, but there's still 56 seconds left. Car, stop it. There's still plenty of time, though, for Tourmaline to make their action worthwhile. It's down the Dreamstorm. She has 70 HP, no bomb in her possession at all. It's been completely lost away right near A site. They don't know where she's at, though. That's the big strength. Jaylee, unbelievably lit, needs to hide away towards the bottom of A. Though she is going to make contact, though MP5 does not win the fight. It's going to be stunning to fall. It's going to make things a little bit more scary for Summer. She makes first contact next, or secondary contact, and she loses out. It's going to be down to Jaylee with only 13 HP. Nothing to worry, though. M4 comes by, takes down Dream, and that's going to be 3 in a row for Hot Flash. I feel like we're getting deja vu.
Deja vu indeed. And now that is the op in the hands of Sunny once again. I mean, the initial movement that they had wasn't so bad, but it feels like there needs to be some sort of presence, especially when the gun advantage at the time was in the hands of Tourmaline. Nobody was fighting long range. Instead, they all ran into the little submachine guns and close range fights.
Shift.
Oh my gosh.
Talk about no long-range fights! It's all so up close! And Sunny has the op. She found one! Dreamstorm! Not even a minute ago! The same exact position she's in now! The bomb at least she has, but that was for a frame. Okay, what were you saying?
That is the name of my next metal album, Clown Car Massacre. With that as the album cover right now, is just everybody one by one walking out of that tunnels into the crosshairs of Hot Flash. Oh, okay. Reset. Guns again equal, rifle power, and this is what I'm looking for here. Is this mid presence? But it is Sunny P with that op. So good with it. Takes out the other op. Rox has to pick it up and try to answer back.
Okay. Okay, Rox.
Ooh.
Almost got a second one there too, blind through the smoke. Not quite though. Bit of a meetup towards spawn again. I like what Tourmaline's doing. I like the communication. You can see the gears turning in their head every round. And the map control that they're usually able to obtain by the end of each round has been pretty impressive, all things considered. Alexei, I would say, is the most pivotal guardian here for A-Site, right? She is so good about these spray transfers. She's got so many different triple kills in Overpass. Sunny P, though, does have the op for first contact. Doesn't hit that shot, though. It's going to allow more time for Palace, but everything's mollied and smoked off. No one can see a dang thing. More time for Alexei, though, to possibly find a pick, but she falls instead. Look how far back Sunny P is now forced to respect this entire push. The map control, like we said, looking so good for Tourmaline's side, but the spray down again. Jay Lee, seemingly out of nowhere like a superhero, comes by and clutches up.
Okay. The good mid-hold, mid-presence, managed to take those trades up, had to be passed around a bit. We almost saw a similar crossfire massacre happening when A was the entry point, which, for the most part, got answered because they dropped all of this smoked out jungle, smoked out smoked out the op, made Sunny to force Sunny to fall back, force everybody to fall back a bit. Alex was stuck on site, got killed. However, they could not get that spike down. There's a lot of chaos trying, like the bomb plant down. They could not get it. There's a lot of chaos trying to figure out where the rest of the enemy team are. And Hot Flash, they just pushed through the smoke and got kills. During that confusion, that process, as they try to set themselves up onto spike onto site, and that cannot happen. Oh no! Trades. Good trades.
You gotta give props to Alexei there too. That should not have been a trade. That should have been a double kill for Shift Walker. But all good though. Yeah, actually for Raven, excuse me. All good though. Bit of a solo Roman Palace. Rock's doing the same. It's a much, much slower round. Again, we talked about this on Overpass. Tourmaline, they could hypothetically win an eco round again, but that was such a costly round when they were able to last map that having these weapons here and so little money to back themselves up, if they lose bodies this round and even still win, it's not really the best situation, right? Of course, you do want to get your first round on the board, but the economics here too, every single player that goes down, it's just... It puts puts another whole tablespoon of salt on the wound. But so far, so good. 43 seconds left, Sag. And again, not a lot of map control has been gained by Tourmaline.
No, they definitely pushed their way into the apartments right now, and it's pretty much only Jaylee sitting in the back over here. But it's going to be a quick rotate for Summer if needed, as all of this smoke and flashes are now flying through.
Oh, Jay Lee's the sentry.
Expect her. Oh, gets one. Looking for more. Finds the other. Jay Lee.
So much impact though.
Now, huge impact. Just a lot of delay, and again, it's the small details in the execution, right? And I don't necessarily, it's like a 50-50. They just happen to look the wrong way, and it's so costly for them. And
yeah, I don't think what's up?
Oh no, I just wanted to see, when you see it from the perspective of Jay Lee, where two of Tourmaline's players are looking in, checking the same place instead of one checking one or the other, and you take that and capitalize on it. It feels rough.
It doesn't feel like there's one dedicated mistake from Tourmaline's side at all. And of course, those 50-50s, like you mentioned, completely correct. But again, these gunfights, the positioning from Sunny P, it's just so good. In Tourmaline, this mid-round is where the real struggle begins. Good pick. That's going to be an opener against Hot Flash. Jundia and Raven, though, looking a lot worse for wear. No one has full HP for Tourmaline anymore. Pushing the B, though, could work. Sunny, though, has to be the one to look out for. She spots Raven all the way through near pillar. And Jundia falls to a molly, and it's just getting not looking good at all. Hot flash again. It just feels like it's more buttoned up, right? The coordination's there a lot more for CT. But again, things could turn around when Tourmaline go to CT of their own.
Absolutely. This is a good CT sided map. It's not looking like it's Tourmaline's map pick, but it is. So you're just hoping at this point that you can get a couple rounds in before the half so that the climb isn't so deep. And I mean, just like looking at the map movement and the map control that Hot Flash have right now with the way that they're spread out, there's just so much information available to them that even in a situation that we're witnessing right now for Dreamstorm, not even able to get that pick, it feels bad because now you've given away, okay, yeah, I'm in Palace, and we know that there's also someone in apartments. We know that there's a bit of the default play. But First Blood still, even through the little edges of that wall, swings in the favor of Hot Flash, and it feels bad.
Yeah, Rockstar's isolated out too. That molly prevented her from rotating back. Bomb was picked up though by Thoria.
Indeed, it was. Looks like they're gonna try and make another B play here.
There's only one on B though.
It's
only Summer. This could be the best option.
It could, and it's really about the timing right now, where if they can overpower her.
You got to account for Jay Lee and Sunny P too. If they rotate from Cat, Dream can be a distraction enough for those two in mid and allow that pressure on Summer to overwhelm her. It's down to Jay Lee's timing here. And Sunny P, she rotated over. Oh no! Oh no! It's falling apart. We talked about how pivotal that timing might be, but I think Tourmaline may have been a little too slow. The rotates have been called. There's literally no defenders on A now. They've all grouped up. Oh, and they're in apartment. Summer's having a field day. She's trying to find fish in a barrel. Luckily, she doesn't find too many shots, but again, if she overextends, somehow Thoria falls through the wall, and Jundia all the same. An expensive round with the up going under, and not a single round for Tourmaline to prove it. Make it worthwhile.
Yeah, looking at the movement, looking at where people are on the map, you almost feel like, okay, this is doable, but it just comes down to the execute. And you almost like have to kind of look at this if you're Tourmaline and be like, excuse my French, and just say, fuck it, let's go. and just barrel their way through, because they're playing a little too cautious. I wouldn't necessarily say maybe playing a bit scared, that they're just walking into those crosshairs because they're not utilizing any of the utility that they have, or maybe they're burning it too early in the round as a use of like, we're gonna throw this smoke over on this side as we actually end up on this side of the map. That might not be the best strategy right now, because Hot Flash are just not buying any of this fake utility thrown on the opposite side. There's no.
And we've been seeing that fake util. Yeah, we've been seeing the fake util every round as well, right? Okay, opening op shots. Oh no. It's getting not looking good at all. Summer again, fish in a barrel. A fish struck back. It's Jay Lee though. Grenade up top. Still finds one through. The air bubble comes out, and again, it's just like a systematic shutdown. There's no entry from Tourmaline anymore. We haven't seen anyone on Tourmaline get onto a site since that A rush 5 rounds ago.
Yeah. And we saw what happened when they got on that site too. It was just a
shutdown.
Yeah, shutdown. It's like chaos, deer in headlight situation. So I feel like there needs to be a bit of a recoup here, a mental reset as well on the side of Tourmaline, where this could be favorable. They're switching things up. There's a bit of a, they're trying their A strategy once again. And if they catch Alex here, that's going to be a good pick. I feel like that should be a go-ahead. You need to go right now. Oh, no.
Go, Gadget.
I'm sorry.
Walker. You're not going to be my coach, Sajidine.
I was expecting people coming in from the entryway of A as well. to go at the same time, get that utility out, but I guess it's Clown Car Massacre Part 2. I'm sorry. My follow-up album.
All platinum, all platinum. I mean, I just feel bad for Hot. Well, actually, no, excuse me. I don't feel bad for Hot Flash. I feel bad for Tourmaline right now. Again, they're changing the strat every round. A lot of the time, it is entering with that fake util, but then there is real utility following up for that execute, right? Like in a vacuum, it feels like Tourmaline aren't really doing anything objectively wrong. They're changing things up. They're finding some opening picks, but it's just getting onto the site has been that literal break factor. I would say make and break normally, but there's been no make involved. It's been all break. And Jay Lee, she's given full permission to push up in mid. Thuria? She's lining up for something. What is this? Ooh, okay, spicy.
Flash. Oh, but that is... Well, fires are being set in the palace right now. As the rest of Tourmaline, they're pushing their way through slowly. So there's like some sitting over on Tetris, finally making to push through. Alex finally to fall. It's a 3v4, not the worst setup here, but no surprise, someone's in the kiosk. Is Raven down to the 2 on the side of Tourmaline. They will get that bomb down. Very expensive for them, though.
Yeah, very, very expensive. Hey, but hey, if Raven can make this a 1v1, this is very winnable. Smokes are down, the fuse is under... Oh boy. That was a great defuse coming through. And again, that was unbelievably close. I'm not sure if that was miscommunication or no audio or maybe a combination of the two, but 11-0 for Hot Flashes. Nothing to scoff at.
I feel like that was so unlucky. Okay, we have the special God vision see through the smoke, right?
And hopefully they don't.
And yeah, this isn't like one back in the day. Throwback to my old school 1.5 players who would set their graphics card to the lowest so you could see through the smoke. Please don't do that. I'm just saying that was just unfortunate. Knew where the bomb was planted, trying to spray it down. It was just unfortunate. Like literally missed him by a crosshair here. And now Alex will get punished for that push. Not the worst, and we're still seeing some movement over in spawn. There's still trades back and forth. So far, honestly, this is in favor of Tourmaline.
Yeah, this is the very first time I think we can safely say Tourmaline has had the advantage. The body count is up for Tourmaline's side. Op is still in hand. Okay, it's getting even better. It's been a lot of overextending for Hot Flash, but that might be a benefit for Tourmaline here. 2 left alive. Rox is still in spawn. Lining up for another smoke. If I'm Hot Flash, 1 on each site pretty much, right? You have Sunny P holding for the far angle near Palace. If Summer directly in the middle of B. And Sunny P is in such a good angle, but this lineup again, she misses her opening shot from Palace, tries to go for a second, doesn't quite work out. She's forced to rotate near A. This could be a good benefit. It's the Summer show now. If she can find 2 picks here, that'll even things up and might be a great benefit for Sunny P to find a third. But that's all hypothetical. Have to wait to see what happens next. A relative idea where the position should be held. Sunny P goes for those shots and none of them are connecting whatsoever. She does not see from the right side though that Rox takes her down. Summer good for 2, does help clean it up. God. And now it's a 1v1. You have to go for the defuse. There's still some time. The Rox, though, she should have that angle set. It's a fake defuse. Forced to push up through the smoke. Oh, the advantage. Summer looks away right at the wrong moment. Tourmaline find their first round after 12. It finally clicks.
Oh, that looked so scary in the end. I was gonna say, for the most part, I was gonna commend. Okay, not too bad for the post-plant positions, but Summer, that is just some crosshair impeccable movement from her, getting the kill at Palace, immediately swinging over, because it's not like they were not set up for the trade. She was just fast. That is a gunslinging girl right there. But not enough in the end. Highly commendable still, and I mean honestly so impactful still to remove that many bodies on the side of Tourmaline.
I wish I could say that would affect their eco. We can't though. So far, Hot Flash, they're looking pretty good. They can spare a few rounds and still force buy. One body's already gone. Rock's the savior of last round, the first to fall. Everyone else has an AK, so there's no op anymore.
Oh my god, Shift Walker.
Oh, Shift Walker. Well, true to her name.
Yep.
Good for one. Lurking about like a ghost in the night. Oh, Jay Lee does spot one bottom mid. It's gonna be almost perfect time for one. Does quite a bit of damage to Dream, and there we go. She can never escape from mid. Turns into her grave. And Alexei still holding down for that A push. You have the right call, though. Does spot one. The flashes come by. Sunny's forced to reposition again. Top of stairs, though. Not going to be in contention. The molly's too strong. But look at this. Alexei was set up for perfection. And she lowers down the values so much. And, well, it's a simple cleanup from Shift and Summer again. All coming in like a fluid machine. All looking good.
Oh, boy. We're seeing what we saw in the first map once Hot Flash are feeling pretty secure and confident with where they are. Now there is the aggression and the push that you don't normally expect. I mean, if you're playing this and you're on the CT side, really the only thing you need to do is hold down your sights and play for time, because it's on the terrorists to make a move. They're the ones that need to get onto site. They're the ones that need to get that bomb plant. They're the ones that need to have the map control and get, and hit those objectives. But with the way how heavy-sided this is right now in favor of Hot Flash, we're already seeing that confidence, the push. And if you're Tourmaline, you're getting flushed out right now, pretty much getting like squeezed in. When you're the terrorist, that has to feel rough. So you need to make some sort of adjustments, move a little bit faster. That's something that we've kind of talked about and touched up on already for them, is there needs to be a faster movement here, or at least like some sort of setup to answer with that aggressive play that Hot Flash have started to now do.
I like this setup from Tourmaline, though, Saj, right? Mm-hmm. You have the setup to 2 from Hot Flash.
This is the success that we saw them earlier, too. This is their setup where they managed to get those trades, but this time around, Hot Flash not pushing through there.
Oh, Dream needed to hit those shots, and that crossfire is true. At least top stairs has been revealed, but there's no mollies on top. It's an op on top. So it's not going to allow a lot of fast-paced action, though. Shift Walker can supply that instead, but there's a huge demand for Tourmaline to push onto the site instead. It's up to Sunny P now to re-rotate once more. I feel like we've seen this so many different times. Rocks, though, getting that bomb plant down. Sunny P, she was aiming too shallow before with the op on that one angle. The Rocks was able to survive, playing deep. Jay Lee and Summer, though, pushing onto the site. They disregard the smoke completely. Summer with a triple kill. Seemingly out of nowhere, just melts everybody down again. And now, 13-1. Looking so good. Hot Flash, they have an answer for everything. Now, Sajidine, I'm going to ask you an honest question. What is the biggest win condition Tourmaline can bring for the CT side? I know we're not at the break yet, but we're close enough that I think this warrants a discussion. What can Tourmaline possibly do to bring this home?
I mean, it sounds counterintuitive.
Okay, I like that.
I think I almost feel like they can't let Hot Flash into a site that perhaps they need to try and meet them somewhere on the way to a site to play a bit more.
So like aggressive plays?
Yeah, a bit of an aggressive play and try to catch them off guard. But that's what I would normally think you could do, because it's like it's not of the norm versus like instead of just letting them walk onto site and then playing for a retake. However, with the mental and the out fragging that Hot Flash is doing right now, that's still, I feel like, a very tall ask coming from me for Tourmaline on when that side is switched.
Just feels like nothing gets by Hot Flash.
Yeah, I mean, maybe conservative could work too. I don't know.
Yeah.
You just have to spend everything on utility at this point. And, like, look at just the movement right now of how far up Jaylee is, playing with that smoke, looking for a pick. We'll get it. It's
It's
Picks
systematic.
after picks. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it feels like at times, and no disrespect at all, it's almost like the same round over and over again. I like the idea of making Hot Flash either in these last rounds or even into the second half. Throw Hot Flash off guard. Again, like you said, it's almost counterintuitive. It sounds a lot easier for us on a microphone to say that than actually do it, right? But the rounds where Tourmaline has been able to throw Hot Flash off guard, those have been the sparks of brilliance. Really, really nice. Now, to Hot Flash's credit, they usually shut down once they discover the plot anyways from Tourmaline. That's why there's only one round on the board. But it's going to set things up again for maybe success once more for Hot Flash for a near flawless half. Your girl Raven's the last one alive. She's at 13 HP. Bomb is in her possession. One on each site. Now keep in mind again, Sunny does have the op on A. But heading towards B, it's actually Summer backing away, trying to minimize herself, hide away, wait for that push towards apartment. So far, hook, line, and sinker. It's up now for your girl Raven to take the bait, potentially.
Yeah,
she's going to run. Take that audio.
The time is...
Yeah, the timing's so important.
Favor.
Summer, here's the audio. Sunny P is already going to rotate on over. Just narrowly missing each other, but it's Raven, the full Sagittine. That's a 14-1 scoreline.
Oh, man. That was a very tough half, and we can definitely break this down as much, like so much more when we get, but we got to get ready, gear up for a break. Everybody needs a bit of a mental reset here. I know I do. I'm sure you do.
Of course.
So big breath, short break. We'll be with you very soon.
One chance for the world, one hope can save us now. Our time for history. Brave hearts will win the day. Run strong all the way. It's time for you and me, 'cause nothing can hold us down. On the ground, nothing can hold us down. On the ground, we can be heroes. We can be heroes. We can be heroes. Step up, take it on. No turning from the storm. It's time now for us to come. Together we will stand 2 feet on the ground. Let's hope now for better days, 'cause nothing can hold us down. On the ground, nothing can hold us down. On the ground, we can be heroes. We can be heroes.
We have seen worse score lines. We have seen better comebacks. Tourmaline have what it takes to bring it back here. It is at the very edge of defeat, though. They've already lost map 1 and map 2. Their own map pick this time around. They only have a single score on the board. Now, that was on the T side here on CT. Might have a little bit better options here, Sajidine. But the keys for success might be locked away, swallowed, disappeared somewhere. And they have to win every single round flawlessly from here on out.
Yeah, that's the key word here, is it has to be flawless. We're already seeing just like early grenades going out, this palace push coming through. Meanwhile, it is the lineups already gearing to go on the side of Hot Flash because they just want to make this a hit. And I think once those utilities go down, yep, there it is. It is the fast through, but in the shadows, Thuria is sitting, not able to find anybody. Oh, that has to feel bad.
The shots are not connecting. Tourmaline struggling on their pistol here. Shots going back and forth once more. Rock's good for one. No longer a flawless round for Hot Flash. And Jundia, the only thing stopping imminent defeat for Tourmaline. The gushing wound may be band-aided by her a little bit more. Finding some shots, but it's all that's going to be are just shots. No connecting kills. 15-1. Serious point here. And again, Hot Flash, they've looked impeccable the last 2 maps. And Tourmaline, they've had 1 round in already. Things are looking incredibly dire.
Yeah. I mean, that was as perfect of an execute that you can count on, right? Is everybody knew on the side of Hot Flash what they were supposed to do as soon as they, like, not even necessarily waiting for the smokes to pop. As soon as you hear that first tap on the ground, that's a go. And that was something that we were looking for on the side of Tourmaline that they could not get to happen. And even on site where they had the shots, they were not able to close out. And it has to feel rough. And I can't tell at this point if it's just a frag diff or a mental diff that is happening here. But you have to go all out. And we're already seeing it being able to buy out and force out whatever you can to try and hold your sites.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a switch. It's B,
Scout.
B. The scout.
I mean, going B, it could work. You know, you funnel everybody in, you all overwhelm Raven, who's on site. Good strat for Hot Flash, but the umps again. Oh, good for 1. Not quite going to be 2, though. It's an opening trade, and again, Jundia, the opping master, it seems from what we've seen so far, has a scout to work with. Could find some impact here. I'm more curious to see what Thuria can do. She's entering with her D. Oh no. Oh no. It's not looking good, Sajidine. There are trades. It's looking a little bit more positive for Tourmaline. They are finding the upper end of the hand here. Oh, Jaylene soon to fall. 2 HP to work with. If Jaylene can manage to stay alive and still clean this up, oh no, she does! It's Jundia to fall!
What?
Looking like that should have been Tourmaline to find a little bit of